let me put this back in the regular
We finally got it working.
Sports Goofs overlay here, and shot clock violation by me. So there's a lot of talk on sports radio as to how people felt about it, and the memes and all that stuff. And I got to ask you guys from a personal standpoint. And so that's how you pass.
How do you pass?
I think with the trigger, the R trigger. So, have you guys ever cried tears of joy from a sports game? Personal thing.
Have I cried?
Yeah.
No. Have I come close? Numerous times.
When was your closest?
Pretty much every game of the 2013 season, because we were so close to losing every time. UCF.
That's about it.
Well, the USF game last year, the Memphis game last year in the conference championship.
Okay.
The whatchamacallit, the Memphis conference championship this year, and the regular season game, and the Auburn game. So most of
anything that UCF does,
right,
that's successful.
Well, it's the close ones that mean the most, because we're so close to losing. I
don't know why I shot that, but sure.
And we just end up pulling a win out of nowhere, and it's just amazing. Let's see. For the Rays, it'd probably be winning the ALCS and going to the World Series in 2008.
Okay.
For nothing really for the Jaguars. Why did I shoot that?
I don't know. Oh, but you might have actually made it. Actually, it was a good play. All right.
And then, who else do I like? I forget.
Crap. Why'd I pass it to you?
Oof. Nice. That's about it.
That's about it, yeah, because those are your teams. You're not really a big NBA fan, even though we're playing this. Okay.
How about you, Charles?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ironically, I've never cried tears of joy, but there's something sentimental about seeing a player finally get that championship ring in that post interview. And for me, it's when Kevin Garnett won his one and only title.
That was
ring.
Great. That was
there was a lot of emotion because he was the franchise in Minnesota. He's a lifer. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes back there for a front office job, even though he says he doesn't want to do it. But him just screaming, I just remember the segment of him shouting "Peanut." I'm like, I guess there's somebody with a friend named Peanut out there. I don't have one, but I want Peanut as my friend. But it was a lot of emotion because he was a young guy getting taken out into the NBA, played his heart and soul there.
That 04 Wolves squad was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, he just did a lot, and I didn't cry tears of joy, but I felt it. I felt it. Same thing with Peyton. I think getting his first ring. Because these are good, outstanding people. Sports rivalries aside, these are good people that you're supporting. It's not like I'm supporting, a person who's not of good quality and character that I know of, at least. You just feel you have that feel good moment that comes in. It's that finally sensation. It would have been the sensation I have if, for example, Ichiro ever got a title, but that's probably never going to happen. But, that when he got to the Yankees and he went back and forth, you kind of hope, because that's what you want, because these are good, outstanding human beings who you're knowledgeable, but we've seen, and that would be emotional. But for me, it's always going to be Garnett and then Manning a little bit. Not the second one. Well, the second one was also kind of emotional, too, because I think everybody knew he was riding off into the sunset.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he played atrocious, but you still like the fact that your guy made it. So that's it for me. I don't really have anything in baseball that kind of pops out into my head because it's weird with baseball. I think you can connect to certain players, but not on an emotional standpoint, because usually once the World Series is over, even if it's my team winning, I'm just like, all right, I'm tired. It's like 1 in the morning, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Actually,
I'd like to add to that the Ray Bork.
Oh, yeah.
That was amazing. I loved that.
Yeah, for me, it was Ray Bork was great. Last was Alex Ovechkin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
I was torn about that one because I wanted the Golden Knights to win, and that would be an amazing Cinderella story. You know, they came so far, further than nobody in any organized North American sport has ever. But at the same time, I was happy for Ovechkin to finally get the well-deserved trophy.
Yeah, that was probably the most. That when he lifted the cup and he's like, ah, was the. I think it was so satisfying to see.
Yeah.
Well, for me, tears of joy. It was Game 7 of the 2013 NBA Finals because I was there, and I was at Game 6 the night before. So that's what made it. And I was kind of, emotionally drained, like for that whole play. Like the Heat were like because I know some people don't, but like my dog of 16 years died that summer. So I was watching the Heat like purely just to kind of take my mind off of it. I'm like, yeah, man, these guys gotta. And so we go to Game 6, and the Heat were basically my emotional distraction. And so Game 6 happens, the shot happens, and the block happens from Chris Bosh, and I can't believe what happened. So I go to Game 7, and they, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about how they won. They won that game, and so I was so emotionally drained. I just started crying. I was so happy. It's why I was never angry at LeBron for leaving. Like those guys, got me through some tough times just being as a distraction. Sports are a distraction for a ton of people, so that was it for me. Me and Doug actually went to I guess to speak for Doug in a sense, we went to the Jose. I don't know if these are tears of joy, but they were tears to that Marlins game, that first home game back
Fernandez.
After Jose died. We both went, and I remember we were both crying as we were watching like D. Gordon hit the home run, and then just that whole like those guys showing their way of mourning for their fallen comrade. And I know there's a lot of controversy as to how he died afterwards, but for that very moment, it was just like just human beings watching a game, and so it was just the human element and just the emotions. It was just real, even though we never knew Jose personally, but
he meant a lot to your favorite team.
Yeah, exactly. It meant a lot to those guys. Just seeing, just having that sort of, you can put yourself in their shoes if it was somebody that a close friend of yours or something like that, and it's just like, man, how would I, go about my day the next day, or rightfully try and honor them or mourn them. So I guess those are my moments in sports. I mean, I was listening to the sports radio guys, and they were talking about, especially here, like that the Ohio State game. This one announcer radio host. He's just like, yeah, I was crying after that one. Like, just the way everything transpired, like it just it felt so unfair.
That's not tears of joy.
Oh yeah, but there were tears. But I've always just had pure joy, other than the Miami Heat one. Like when the Marlins won the World Series, that was just like. And I had one of my friends in high school was like Charles, a Yankees fan, and I made him. I let him have it. That series, I let him absolutely have it that series. So, and then the 06 Heat championship was just pure joy too. So, all right, guys.